MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Chase Anderson gets the call for game one of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers having a big year. That ERA, sub 1.0 ERA on the season. He's been nearly untouchable up to this point. And we should have a fun time watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton. This ball game underway. First of three here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I'm looking forward to this one. They got their ace on the mound today. You get to the ballpark, you're ready to go. You're watching video. You know this guy is going to put his best foot forward, execute pitches to all quadrants. The opposition's got to be on point if they're going to have a chance today.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. This guy had over 50 stolen bases last year. Every time he's on, you've got to watch him. He takes the pitcher's attention away from concentrating on the hitter, and that alone can be a weapon. We'll see if he causes some havoc in this one.
And here's Jose Peraza. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Now the pitch. Little tapper down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting third, first baseman number 19.
In is Joey Votto now. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Anthony DeSclafani, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The windup and the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. boys are flying around.
In is Christian Yelich
as he rips it on the ground to second.
There's one on to Votto, and they get the double play. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, you have to keep an eye on the Hebrew Hammer, Ryan Braun. He's a special player, no doubt. But at home, get this, he's hitting over 400. I mean, he's swinging.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Stepping in now, Eric Thames. Taken high and deep to right. Schebler racing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Milwaukee leaves one, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Stepping up now, Eugenio Suarez. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. The pitchers owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. In there for strike one, 0-1. Suarez is just shy of right-handed batter and thrower. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Struck him out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Here comes the first pitch.
0-1 the count.
Strike two on the curveball. 0-2. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Really nice play right there. One of the things that was great about this, he was able to get close to the stands, get a good read on where the fans were, and track that one all the way into the glove. Terrific play.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Reds leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's 1 day removed from a 6 RBI effort in the game yesterday afternoon. First offering on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get to the wall now out near the Milwaukee bullpen. And a relay home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. So stepping in, Jonathan Villar comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Hard liner to center field. Hamilton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 8th, catcher, Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Belted high in the air out to left. Duvall racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
That's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Into the box now, Chase Anderson. And the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Grounder down the line at third. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Line toward the gap in left center. Duvall is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. So coming to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's a .333 hitter.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In there, and it's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man.
1-1. Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and at the plate, Lorenzo Cain. He singled his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hamilton has it, and it's a quick out number 1. Digging in to try it again, Christian Yelich. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, base hit to right.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Eric Thames. Big swing by Thames and a deep drive to right. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
Now batting. Third
In now,
baseman,
Travis Shaw.
Travis Shaw.
Fouled off. A base hit in his first trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love. And as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. And that's through for another base hit. They'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Villar. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 0-2 delivery. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, but they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a...
Oh, they get the tag on him, and that ends the inning. But 3 in the inning for the Brewers on the strength of this 3-run home run. We're through 3 here in southern Wisconsin, and the lead is now 5-0. So striding in, Jose Peraza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss by Votto, and he'll head back to the dugout as out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Eugenio Suarez.
Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Backhanded, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Brewers 5 and the Reds nothing. Into the box now, Chase Anderson hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Hamilton going back at the track, the wall. Gone! 2-run shot to straightaway center. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead swells to 7-0. Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. First pitch on its way. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Schebler ranging back at the track. Oh, and this deflects right off him. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Line drive to left. Duvall is there, and he'll bring this one in. The relay throw. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play.
Now batting.
There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for. Digging in once again, Eric Thames. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground at first. On to the bag with it himself is Votto, and the inning is over. Another good inning for the Brewers. It's about time to roll out the barrel. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. In now for the Reds, Scooter Gennett. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. First offering on its way. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he punts the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Yelich going back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Stepping in, Travis Shaw. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Shaw aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably Probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And not in time as the run scores. The tag, and they get him at the plate as one run scores, but not the second. So now the Brewers pitcher, Chase Anderson, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on a dead run. And that ends the inning. So one run here on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Phil Gosselin will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 46, Phil Gosselin.
And it's fouled away. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
The batter, number 6, center fielder.
Ready once again, Billy Hamilton. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch in there. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Hit on the ground to short. Garcia fields it cleanly. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Brewers are challenging the previous
All right,
one.
so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. And here's Jose Peraza. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Hamilton, base runner at first with 1 out. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
In now, Joey Votto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. One left for Cincinnati. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Jared Hughes gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Striding into the box, Lorenzo Cain. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Boy, this guy right here, that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
In is Christian Yelich, his career line against Jared Hughes. He's 1 for 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard on the ground toward short. Peraza scoops it up, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
At the plate, Ryan Braun. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
0-2 the count to Suarez.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Eugenio Suarez is retired to start out the 7th. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Yanked fouled off to the right. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Eric Thames
Leading off for
will
the
be the
Brewers.
man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Eric Thames.
He's set and the pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! A home run! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they have widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game, if this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Turned on down the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Orlando.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swing and a ground ball to third. That gets through for a base hit. How about the game he's having? Now 4 for 4. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jonathan.
So digging in now, Jonathan Villar. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Hamilton is under it, and that retires the side. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. Now batting, Adam Duvall. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Going for strikeout number 15. Got it. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Jesse Winker will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game, as he keeps racking them up. Reds are down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. David Hernandez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Career numbers with David Hernandez. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Stepping into the box, Chase Anderson. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
From the stretch. Hard hit ball to second. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning. In now is Lorenzo Cain. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bullet back up the middle. Hamilton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, starting things for his side in the 9th, as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Swing and a liner. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 gone. Standing in, Jose Peraza, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Reds down to their final out now. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. Cincinnati, good night.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Milwaukee Brewers get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Chase Anderson wins his 3rd of the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Anthony DeSclafani was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. In the National League Central, Chase Anderson pitched out of his mind with 19 overall strikeouts en route to the win, as the Brewers took care of the Reds 9-1. They now have 5 straight wins. The Cubs got 12 hits in this one, as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 9-5. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Pirates knocked out 10 hits as a team, as they bested the visiting Rockies 6-5. The Phillies beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-2. The Washington Nationals combined to allow only 4 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-1. Their win streak continues to climb at 12 games. The Dodgers put together 10 total hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 6-4. The New York Yankees allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the visiting Marlins 2-1. The Rangers combined for 4 total home runs as they destroyed the Rays 8-1. The Royals combined to give up just 5 hits as they blew out the Jays 7-1. The Bo Sox earned the 4-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-4. The win was their 6th in a row. The Oakland Athletics allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Chi Sox in front of held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 2-0. Enjoy the games and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Well, with the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Jimmy Nelson gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Now at the plate, Billy Hamilton. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Kane is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Hey, Matt, the first thing I notice when I walk into Miller Park is those gaps are super tight. You got to get greedy in a ballpark like this. There's a lot of damage to be had. This park plays really, really tiny at times, so look for this offense to try and drive the ball.
And here's Jose Peraza. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Nelson over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, first baseman number 19.
In is Joey Votto now. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. And Molina will look this one in, and the inning is over. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Sal Romano will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Christian Yelich. First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. And it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
first two batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first two ABs, this could be a laser show.
Here's Ryan Braun now,
as he lines it out to center.
And that's going to be a base hit, and the Brew Crew has struck first here. It's now 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. Well, this lineup's been good all season so far. They've looked especially dominant as of late. What's been clicking in particular for them lately, guys?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Yelich over at second. Braun at first with no outs. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hamilton going back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar. Hard liner to center field. Hamilton is right there, 1 down. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 10 games, and there's no doubt he's the biggest threat in this lineup. Don't miss any of his at-bats, because we're going to see if he's going to be shooting for the moon tonight.
First offering on its way. Oh, an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Line towards center field. Hamilton is there, 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Here's Brandon Phillips. Bullet back up the middle. Hamilton is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now a 4-0 Milwaukee lead. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
As an offense right here, 4-0, you can't let that get away from you. You're a grand slam from tying this one up. Everyone take a deep breath and just start getting some guys on base.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And, guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Scooter Gennett. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. And that brings up Scott Schebler. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. He's 0 for 5. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-1 the count to Molina. Line towards center field. Hamilton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And, guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, you don't see that all the time. Pitcher deep in the count, 0-2, and D-Rose still manages to sneak out a base hit on an 0-2 count.
You know what? He never lost his toehold there, Dan. He seemed like he wanted to hit. He was aggressive. He battled and was able to be rewarded with a nice base hit.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Now a swing and a little soft liner to the left side, but foul. Nelson leads off first with 1 away. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Christian Yelich. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 11 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Grounded down the third baseline. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh and 1, here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. The relay, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready now for Cincinnati, Adam Duvall. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just a tick behind for a strike. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Somebody needs to tell his hitter he better get it going, or that bat's going to get blown out of his hands. Those are 2 horrific late swings.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. High in the air out towards shallow right. Braun is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 47.
Stepping up to the plate, Sal Romano. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
One and two, the count to the Reds pitcher.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jesus Aguilar. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Jesus Aguilar.
First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! A home run! Solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, when you grew the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
The batter number 3.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia.
Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this. Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Here's Brandon Phillips.
He grounds it sharply to third.
Throw to first takes care of Phillips, and he's retired for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Yadier Molina.
So 2 away in the Brewers' half of the third. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Now here it comes. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. But the Brewers tack on. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
And here's Jose Peraza.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 0-1, here's the pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
In is Joey Votto now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove. Impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Reds are down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Robert Stevenson answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. So here now is the pitcher, Jimmy Nelson. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. So the pitcher reaches base to start the inning. That means they'll flip the lineup card with a man aboard and nobody out.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his 2nd knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
In now, Lorenzo Cain. No balls and a strike to count. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. Number 13 for him on the year as they push this lead up to 9 now.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
Now batting, left
In is
fielder,
Christian Yelich. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home run. It's a solo home run for Christian Yelich. His 2nd home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Down the 3rd baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A high fastball is in there.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Eric Thames becomes out number 2 this inning. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in, wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Settling in now, Eugenio Suarez. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth. And that brings up Scott Schebler. First time up, he went down looking. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way out in front.
0-1's the count.
Strike.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Now in the box, Orlando Arcia. Been a little unfortunate so far with a couple of hard-hit balls that have resulted in lineouts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Into the box now, Brandon Phillips.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hamilton going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Hard ground ball to third. He's got it to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back at Miller Park. Stepping in, Adam Duvall. He'll get it started against Jimmy Nelson as we get the inning underway.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Phil Gosselin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 46, Phil Gosselin.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Kevin Quackenbush gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready for another shot now. Jimmy Nelson getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with.
Nelson.
Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Hamilton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid.
Christian Yelich will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. To first, fielded by Votto. His second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The right fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Yelich rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they extend their lead even further. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Standing in now, Eric Thames. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Billy Hamilton. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Behind 0-2 now. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And here's Jose Peraza. Fouled off. No hits to this point. The 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Wind-up and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Thames has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hammers it to deep right field. Braun looking up. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Hit back up the middle. Garcia has it. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside.
And he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
And that brings up Scott Schebler as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Garcia is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time upcoming here in Wisconsin. The Brewers lead it 11-2. Stepping into the box, Jesus Aguilar. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Set, here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Takes this the other way to right. Schebler is there, and he has it for the out. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and they get the double play. Here's Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips.
He's set, and the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Phillips around first, heading for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it. Bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Into the box, Yadier Molina. Softly hit out toward short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning. Digging in now, Adam Duvall. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect from his offense. Could have really helped settle him in.
So striding forward now, Tucker Barnhart. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Jesse Winker will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 33, Jesse Winker.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Michael Lorenzen enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jimmy Nelson. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hamilton is under it. 1 away.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
Digging in and looking for more, Lorenzo Cain. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. The pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Schebler is after it, but this will land foul shy of the wall. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Duvall going back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, his 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
If you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Into the box now, Ryan Braun. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. The Brewers lead this one 12-2. Josh Hader comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats, you can't mill in your chances as a professional.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. 0-2, here it is. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone. Now at the plate, Joey Votto. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And it's fouled away. Got him on a good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Standing in, Eugenio Suarez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slow bouncer to the right side. That winds up foul. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Cincinnati, good night.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
12-2, the final score in this ball game. The Brewers put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Jimmy Nelson earns win number 4 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Sal Romano allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Time of the ball, 3 hours and 36 minutes. A reminder that extra person.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Christian Yelich was a force at the plate with 3 long balls and 4 RBIs, as the Brewers took care of the Reds 12-2. The win was their 6th in a row. The Chicago Cubs held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits, as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-1. They now have 6 straight victories. The Pittsburgh Pirates put together 10 total hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 6-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Philadelphia Phillies beat the Braves in Atlanta 2-1. The Nationals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 8-1. With the victory, it brought their win streak to 13. The Giants combined to give up just 5 hits as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 8-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-1. The Texas Rangers combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-2. Jay Happ collected win number 3 this year, helping lead the Blue Jays over Kansas City 4-0. The Miami Marlins had lost their previous 8 games but put a halt to that as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 1-0. The Baltimore Orioles snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 1-0. Michael Pineda had 13 punch-outs and earned the win as the Twins downed the Tribe 4-3. The Boston Red Sox allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-0. It was their 7th win in a row. The Oakland Athletics pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 1-0. The Mariners combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-2. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. Cincinnati attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Ulysses Chacin, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. It's Hamilton on display. This guy had over 50 stolen bases last year. Every time he's on, you've got to watch him. He takes the pitcher's attention away from concentrating on the hitter, and that alone can be a weapon. We'll see if he causes some havoc in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Bounce to first. Aguilar ranges to his right, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
First baseman, number 19.
It is Joey Votto now, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's Votto down the right side, but this will find the seats, and that's a foul ball.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Reds are down in order, and now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Brandon Finnegan, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, interesting story here, Matt. This guy went from the College World Series at TCU to the World Series with the Kansas City Royals his rookie year. Lefty has a good 3-pitch mix. Good fastball, 94 to 96 miles an hour. Hard curveball, and he has the straight changeup. If he brings the curveball and the changeup to the mix, he could be really tough.
Liner in there for a base hit. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
Here's Brandon Phillips, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. But he'll close fast out there as he puts it away chest high, and the runner will be forced to head back to first. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Travis Shaw has in store. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
At the plate, Brett Phillips. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Hamilton. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
That was pretty obvious in live action that that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat.
In now, Jesus Aguilar, and he fouls this one off. Line drive to center field. Hamilton is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Digging in, Travis Shaw. And Milwaukee with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit to first. But that finds its way through for a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in now for the Brewers, Orlando Arcia, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way. Just a tick behind for a strike. Santana on second, Shaw on at first with 2 down. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. Carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brandon Phillips. No one has more fun playing second base than this guy. That dude, picking and grinning, the ability to turn double play with a smile on his face and highlight real hands.
Ready now, Scott Schebler. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one. This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Popped him up. Phillips shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Took an over 4 in the victory last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Schebler going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
First delivery to him on the way. Late that time for a strike.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Now to the plate, Keon Broxton. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch. Drilled down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. There's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box, Brandon Phillips, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Hit in the air to center field. Hamilton is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Brett Phillips. He singled his last time up. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Brewers strand a couple. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball on MLB Network from the home of the Brewers, Miller Park. Now at the plate, Phil Gosselin. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Fouled away. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting 8, catcher, Tucker.
Digging in, Tucker Barnhart. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Striding in, Brendan Finnegan. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
A ball and no strikes.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia gloves it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Domingo Santana, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Domingo Santana.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And that one is gone. It's a solo shot here for Domingo Santana. Second home run early in the year, and the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Jesus Aguilar.
Jesus Aguilar.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And foul, though it had the home run distance. He hit a sac fly earlier. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2. High in the air and deep to left center field. Duvall ranging back. Still ranging back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. 6th home run on the season for him, as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Now batting.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Shaw stands at 6'4" tall, bats left, throws right. He was a 9th round pick back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Travis Shaw is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Yadier Molina will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. Hamilton is a guy some would regard as a defense-first type of player. He excels in the field and really makes an impact on games with his glove. At the plate, however, not quite as much of a threat.
Yeah, but a guy with a defensive-minded skill set like this can play in the big leagues a long time. You can find ways to score runs, find ways to put the bat on the ball. You can't find guys that play defense the way he does.
And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Jose Peraza is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. Shaw has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the 4th. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. And the pitch. On the ground to third. Shaw gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail here 4-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Yolis Chacin.
Leading off the fourth
He's
inning,
0 for 1 thus far.
Yolis Chacin.
First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
There's a slogan is throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Here it comes on 0-2. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt to first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Into the box now, Brandon Phillips. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see. Line hard toward right center, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. His lifetime numbers against Chacin. He's hitless in 6 tries. First pitch of the at-bat. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
And it's 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. Fouled off. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. So stepping in, Adam Duvall. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Popped him up. Aguilar ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Reds are down in order. They're down 4-0. Next for Milwaukee, Brett Phillips. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other.
He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
First delivery to him on the way. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
And he takes strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On a swing and a miss, and that wasn't exactly the most convincing at-bat of the afternoon as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Count remains at 0-2. Phillips stands at first with 1 out. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Right over the middle, knee high.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Brewers strand 1, but they're in front 4-0. So coming to the plate, Phil Gosselin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Second baseman, Phil Gosselin.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And this ball's shot foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Fastball in there for a called strike. His lifetime numbers against Chacin, just a 1 for 9. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Jared Hughes enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Jared Hughes.
At the plate, Orlando Arcia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
First offering on its way. There's a strike.
0-1.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
0-2. Here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything yet.
Stepping in now, Keon Broxton, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Here's Brandon Phillips.
He swings, and it's a line drive to left center.
And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is. No doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. But not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. 1 run is scored. And the second runner will pull up stakes over at third, so 1 run is in, and the bases stay loaded with 2 away.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So he will touch him all on the grand slam, his 2nd of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Row, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Line drive to center field. Hamilton there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Another good inning for the Brewers. It's about time to roll out the barrel. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Billy Hamilton. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
One strike offering now to Hamilton. very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
And here's Jose Peraza, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out to retire the side. So he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. We're back to Wisconsin right after this. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. The 0-2 pitch. Gets him looking up around the letters.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Here, Yadier Molina. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. One there. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back at Miller Park right after this. Digging in to try it again, Eugenio Suarez. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Aguilar is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
How about it?
And that brings up Scott Schebler. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. In Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. 0-1. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Now at the plate, Adam Duvall. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 9-0. Kevin Quackenbush comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping up now, Ulysses Chassin. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's set. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Now batting, center fielder, Keon.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Breaking ball in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Here's Brandon Phillips. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0 and he let it fly.
Brett Phillips will bat next.
as he swings and hits a laser to right.
Schebler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Milwaukee leaves one, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. So striding in, Phil Gosselin, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to first. Aguilar takes it in, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, captain Tucker Barnhart.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Jesse Winker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Jesse Winker.
Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. His lifetime numbers against Chacin. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wait.
Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up. 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Brewers, 9 runs, 16.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. In the National League Central, Jhoulys Chacin was untouchable on the mound, crafting an amazing no-hit performance as the Brewers took care of the Reds 9-0. It was their 7th straight victory. The St. Louis Cardinals grabbed 13 hits in the game as they secured the win in extra innings against the Cubs 7-6. The Rockies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 2-0. The Braves had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 11-4. The win stopped a 12-game slide. The Mets snapped their 5-game losing streak as they bested the visiting Nats 5-4. Buster Posey drove in 3 as the Giants beat the Diamondbacks 6-2. The Los Angeles finished off a 3-game sweep as they made short work of the Padres 7-1. Alex Gordon picked up 4 ribbies on 3 hits as Kansas City took care of the Blue Jays 5-2. The Rays put together 10 total hits as they stole a win in extra innings over the Rangers 4-3. James McCann was a major force at the plate, driving in 4 as the Tigers claimed victory over the Orioles 6-3. The Cleveland Indians got 11 hits overall as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 2-1. The A's brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 8-2. The Astros allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 3-1. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.